2024 saw single Australians losing $156 million to scammers. It's time to empower victims, remove the shame, and also disarm scammers. For more, we're joined by Kylee Dennis here from Two-Face Investigations. Great to see you, and what a great name of a business for something where we're talking about scammers.
Thank you.
This is a massive problem, and last year, massive money.
100%, and it's frightening, and it's. I don't believe it's the correct figures. $156.8 million, but when we look at it worldwide, it's $1 trillion worldwide, but that's only what's reported. So I believe that there's a bit of study out there to say anywhere from 40% or 70% of people aren't reporting scams.
Wow.
So it's frightening.
Which is interesting, of course, and one of the big ones is romance scams as well. And that would probably explain why some people are a little bit reluctant to come forward, right?
100%. There's this sense of shame. You know, people go online dating to find a companion, to find love. My mum was a victim of a romance scam, and that's what she did. She went online to find love. And
I feel like we all know someone, right?
100%.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that want to tell us the story. There are so many victims out there that don't want to share their story, and their story is really important because not only do I learn from it as an investigator, but also people that are venturing onto the online dating world get to learn the tactics that scammers use.
So you talk about you've done some investigating.
Yes.
Is there a common thread when it comes to the people who are committing the crime and the people who are the victims of the crime?
I don't think there's a common thread. Everybody goes online looking for that purpose of companionship, and then what happens? The scammers then tap into those, you know, those desires for love, and then they manipulate that conversation that the person is having, and the victim, because everyone is very kind, believes the story that the scammer is telling them. But the biggest, I suppose, when we talk about, consistent scammers, they're always not prepared to meet. You know, there's a story behind, their journey. They're an oil rig or they're a businessman. There's someone that they cannot meet you now, and then it turns into a very urgent story. And then the victims believe that.
It's interesting, there was an article over the past couple of weeks, a case about a woman who was duped by someone pretending to be Dr. Chris Brown,
yes,
which you'll be no doubt fascinated by. And I read the article and thought, how could anyone fall for something that simple? But the fact is, it does happen, and it could happen to any of us.
Absolutely. Now, remember, she does not everyone knows who Dr. Chris Brown is. Now, I'm currently talking to 4 scammers that have taken Dr. Chris Brown's photos and are actually using Dr. Chris Brown.
Is that right?
I'm currently talking to
He
them.
should be flattered, by the way.
Oh, 100%. And actually, he's a very good-looking man, so I can understand why people think that. But someone who's in Estonia may not actually know who Dr. Chris Brown is. So that's what I say to people who are talking about that. Not everybody knows that person in the celebrity world, and we're getting more celebrity scams happening every day. So that is a major concern.
Well, we're seeing it on Facebook. We're seeing, famous faces that we all see on television being used to weaponise against us. What about scam compounds, and how are they growing rapidly?
Look, we've got a scam compound in Southeast Asia on the border of Myanmar, and there is this fascinating aerial shot from 2019 to where we are now. It has grown like triple the size, and it is housing thousands of people that are victims of human trafficking.
Wow.
This is out of control.
All right, Kylee, thanks for bringing it to our attention. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.